All right. So me stupid dog, and this is a take of takes because you're gonna find out how you can live longevity. So me stupid dog, and this is the take of takes because we're unpeeling. This is like finding Noah's Ark in the Adirondacks. This is like finding Noah's Ark up in some, Atalanta situation in Turkestan, where they didn't think to look for it, but then they discovered Noah's Ark. It was another kind of ark. It wasn't Noah's Ark. It's never Noah's Ark. That's the one big crappy thing about the whole thing. It's never Noah's Ark. But anyways, this Maine's 104-year-old lobster lady, she shares her simple tips for a long life. And when you want to figure out what this take is all about, it's about a lobster lady from Maine who's going out and harvesting lobsters at our year of the Lord 2024. She's a century '04. She's 104 years old and she harvests lobsters with her 81-year-old son. God bless us, everyone. She says, I'm not going to retire. I'm going to do this till I die. I like being out on the water, being your own boss. I'm the boss, she says. Maybe that was the thing. Born in 2006, 1920, Oliver became famous at 100 after local filmmakers made a documentary about her entitled Conversations with the Lobster Lady. Stupid dog. She started lobstering when she was 8 years old. Learning from her father, her father died in his 60s, so that's brutal. I don't even know how that works out. I don't know how this furthers this whole theme, but whatever. She says, I've always been independent, Oliver told. Is her first name Oliver? Her last name Oliver? Oliver from the, Charles Dickens thing? Or olive oil? Olive oil? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. I've always been independent, Oliver told Today in 2022. I just like to do it. That's like the Nike thing. I just like to do it. These days, she works with her 81-year-old son, Maxwell, on the Virginia Anna, a boat named after her. Her name was Oliver. How's the boat named after her if it's Virginia Anna? I don't know. And they drop lobster traps off the coast of Rockland, Maine. Her son hauls the traps. He's 81 years old. He's a great guy. I love him. Some people have jokingly wondered whether she's actually summoning lobsters out of the water, like a Jedi from Star Wars. The force is strong with this lobster woman. The force is strong with this one. The force is strong, like Yoda would say. The force is strong. It is with this one. I don't know. He said it sometimes backwards. I don't know how. Yoda would say, this one is the strongest, the force is, whatever. Yoda would say, strong is the force with this one. That's how Yoda would say it. Strong is the force with this one. I don't even know what's going on. But anyways, Oliver drove a car up until she was 103. She was going to the local deli, the Walmarts. She was picking up prescriptions for a century plus 3 years. This woman, somebody should, they're making saints out of this one kid who was 19 years old because he was this, that, or the other thing. Maybe they should make a saint out of this woman. That's all I'm wondering. They should make a saint out of this woman. So her healthy longevity habits, and that's the whole point of this take. Her healthy longevity habits. Lifestyle matters because it's not all about having good genes. And that's a good thing for the rest of us, I walked up on this rabbit. This rabbit was so stupid. I walked almost all the way up to it. I reached down, touched it, and then it crapped. This rabbit had no ability to evade its predators, but it was like 6 years old, which is pretty old for a wild rabbit. And it froze. I walked up to it, it froze. It was like, my technique is I freeze. And I pray to God you'll walk past me, you don't recognize me. It's when I reached out, I was like, I'm a stupid dog. I was like, what? I chase squirrels. I don't chase rabbits. So you're okay. But what? This rabbit was looking at me, and then this rabbit it crapped his pants right there. Crapped. It shot out a turd, a big giant turd that was unassuming. Like rabbits usually do good and plenty turds. This turd was like a night walker. This thing, I was like, oh my God, you got worms? What's going on? You got worms in your belly? I mean, this rabbit, it crapped out a long turd. And it was like, and it kept its butt up in the air for like 10 seconds. So I was like, what are you posing? Should I take a picture of you, rabbit? I mean, that's not how you take a crap. You don't take a crap where everyone, you freeze after you take a crap. You take a crap, you move on. You don't, it's crazy. Anyways, this rabbit took a crap. And it was like, oh my God, I think I'm frozen. Like Joe Biden was frozen on the presidential debates. He was like frozen. This rabbit was frozen. He didn't know what to do. He kept his butt up in the air. I was like, I'm going to come over here and kick you. But I reached down and touched the rabbit, and then it ran into the thicket. The best thing I ever did is I was like, do you need help, rabbit? Because you are acting like somebody smacked you in the head, like you got a head injury. And the rabbit was like, yeah, I think maybe I got a head injury. I don't know. But he took a crap and he like hit his butt. He shined his anus up into the sun. He's like, I'm going to scald my anus with the sun rays. And then, but anyways. But, I mean, Oliver, why would you say this woman's name is Oliver? I don't even know. Her longevity habits. Her mom died when she was in her 50s. And her dad died in the 60s. So how does this work out? And the Lobster woman shared these tips. Keep moving, she says. Keep moving. It's important to stay active because otherwise you'll be in a wheelchair. And that's what I say. All of us can say the same thing. Just keep going because the day you cease is the day you cease. And then they're going to count down the days. That's just, it sucks, but that's the truth. Keep going till you hobble. Crawl on all fours. Crawl like a crab, like the lobster woman crawls. She doesn't crawl, but, crabs. Just crawl like a crab until you're ready to get into the grave. Dig your own grave. That's what the lobster woman said. Dig your own grave and you'll be happy that way. That's been a lifelong thing for her to get up early and get after it, everybody. And then practice clean living. And this is what lets me out. I'm a stupid man. I drink alcohol. I'm a bourbon-esque character. I love bourbon. I explore all the different kinds of alcohol. I delve into the blackout realm of engaging in alcohol phenomenon. I love alcohol. I love it. It's how I explore. Like Neil Armstrong explored moon rocks, I explore absinthe over here, and grain alcohol, and all these white alcohols, and bourbon. The very best thing man ever created was bourbon. Man created wine, and that codified him for like 6,000 years, but then he got the dark mistress bourbon, and then everybody was like, oh my God, no. Everybody, wine is good, but bourbon is better. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Practice clean living. Don't drink alcohol. So do a low carb, low sugar. Get lots of protein. Get some zinc, some calcium, some phosphorus, some potassium, some vitamin B. Get all this into your shit. When you're shitting it out, you'll be happy. When you're shitting and you shit everything out in the morning, then you know you're eating the right way. When you excavate or evacuate everything, evacuate it all, then you know. Spend time in nature, she says. First she said, don't drink alcohol, follow your path. Then she said, spend time in nature. Hours spent in fresh air and the seawater are part of her job, and Oliver simply likes it. But there's research to show that it comes with certain health benefits. Find your passion. Number 4, and finally, find your passion. Get something that entitles you, entices you, captivates. Find something that captivates. All my adherents, all 932 and dwindling down to 930.28, 930.26. I mean, we couldn't go over 1,000. The producer blew it. The producer knew how to get us over 1,000 subscribers, but he blew it. He tried something new. It was so stupid. Like when you're making banana pudding, you put bananas and you put the Neffel wafers in there and some Cool Whip. You don't try to reinvent it. You don't want to try to put a hot sauce in your banana pudding. You don't want to put oysters in your banana pudding. You want to say, hey, should we substitute the bananas with oysters? No, that's not good. Don't substitute anything. Don't try to substitute. Substitution leads to trouble. Find your passion. That's what Oliver, I can't get over Oliver, like from, Charles Dickens, Oliver, whatever. Oliver, this woman who was 104 years old, she never thought maybe she'd have a better name than Oliver. Oliver? Oh, my God. But don't try to figure nothing else out. Don't try to figure something else out. When you do a great take, like this take we just did when we did this mice shit in the refrigerator thing, it should have been a 200 subscriber take. It got 40 subscribers because the man, he turned it over to the producer, and the producer chose wrong. The producer chose incorrectly. The producer fucked it up. It's okay because sometimes when you blast it off the wrong way, then you learn that way. That's what Ilya Musk says. Ilya Musk says, hey, I was trying to make a pizza. I was trying to make a vegetarian pizza, but I put peanut butter and a fluff on the, a marshmallow fluff and peanut butter on this thing. And it was not what you would call a vegetarian pizza. But Ilya Musk says, my Cybertruck, it blows up every time you run through the mud. Who thought you would drive a truck through the mud? Who thought you would go four-wheeler and drive a truck through the mud? Ilya Musk is like, oh, my God, I'm so crazy. I don't even understand how I blew it. And nobody cares. It's okay. This is a take of takes. That's because that's all we're doing these days, take of takes. I'm going to bump my nose right into that black hole of, divination. I'm going to bump my nose right into that black hole of divination. Don't worry about it because I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I would forswear against it. Don't worry about it. I'm a stupid dog. I forswear against that. But anyways, this is pretty good take. Anyways, as far as takes of takes, could be an A+ take, A-, B+, could be a C++. It might be a C++ to a B-. It could be an A-, It could be an A-, I don't know. I love you. Everybody, I love you.